Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the survival series. Before we begin, I just want to say, if you're waiting for the Create Mod series, I've been trying to record on that, but I've tried updating my mod pack with the new Create version that came out, and I really wanted to play it. It looks really cool. I've been trying to avoid a lot of Create videos so I can experience the update on myself. But it's broken my entire mod pack, and I either have to wait for everything to update, or I need to remake the mod pack and hope that I can get all the correct versions and everything, and so it doesn't break. So I don't really know what to do about that, and let me know if you have any ideas, because I really don't know what to do. And I've also tried just making a separate little mod pack thing, which has like no mods. It's just the Create mod and the free performance ones, so I can, make a video on just the new update of the Create, but it also didn't work. I don't know why. It's just not working for me. I'll see if I can get something done, but yeah, for now we're back here, which I'm not complaining about, but I do want to get back to the other series soon enough, so hopefully I can figure out a solution. But last episode we made this bakery here with a little bit of an interior. I have moved some stuff into here. It's like very little. It's not sorted out or anything. Well, it is a little bit, but yeah. So we're gonna hopefully do some armor stand stuff here today, because I do want to make these shelves look nice like an actual bakery. And we also last episode worked on this building here, which I still haven't cleaned up all this. I probably should. I'll do that off camera though. But we made this shulker farm here inside of this cool end looking building, and it's been working great. I will show the results in a second, but you can see this is working very nicely. So we go to the nether side of this farm, which we also moved our portal over here to not mess with that, and that's never meant to be a permanent spot for the portal anyway. So here is the nether part of the farm, and you can see it is working. We got our backup shulkers here and everything. It's all working nicely. And if we check our storage, we have a lot. So 2 stacks is 64 shulker boxes. So I think this is 256 shulker boxes we can make here, not including that and what we have in the chest, which the mod is bugging out. We have 25 in here. So this is a lot of shulker boxes already. I'll keep this running just because it's not really bothering me, and it's nice to have a whole load of shulker boxes here ready to use. But that also means I was able to craft some more shulker boxes and clear up the remaining, if I could speak properly, chests that were here. I did forget about this one though. This is still a mess. I need to clean this out too, but that has been cleaned up, and all of our stone has been moved into here. So I have cleared these chests out a little, so we still have these. Then we have this whole barrel full of stone. That's a lot of stone, but I still don't think that's enough for what we actually need. That's fine. We have this. We'll probably get some more stone through other projects. I'm not really sure what other projects, but we might have something. And we also have this cobblestone gen here, which has not been running, but it does work, and we can get all of our cobblestone, which we can smelt in our super smelter that we made last episode in the bakery. So this episode, I'm not too sure what to actually do. I do want to make a proper bone meal farm, because, well, this isn't supplying itself enough, and, well, sitting over at the mob farm to get bones isn't great either. I'd rather be... Okay, can I sleep, please? I don't want phantoms. Go away. Alright, we're safe. So this doesn't produce enough bone meal back to keep running this forever, and I don't really want to be sitting over there at the bone meal farm, not bone meal, mob farm, to get all the bone meal that we need. So I want to make a bone meal farm here, so you can just produce a bunch of bone meal to put straight into there. I think that's a lot better, and we could probably convert that farm eventually to just be spiders and creepers, and maybe even just remove spiders as well, because we don't really need that much string. It's mostly gunpowder that we want. So that's a plan. I want to make a bone meal farm here so that I can actually run this, because we're going to need a lot of wood. That if I could speak, I want to turn the wood into charcoal using our super smelter, and then use that charcoal as fuel in the super smelter, because I don't have any other ways of getting fuel. I could use carpet dupers. I don't really think that will be enough to supply it, and maybe not dupe carpets. I don't like, I'm fine with duping TNT, but I think anything else is kind of but yeah, so I want to put charcoal in there because we don't have anything else. I don't have a blaze rod farm, I don't have a wither skeleton farm, so I want to use wood from the wood farm, turn it into charcoal, and then use that as the fuel. We can also make a bamboo farm, but I don't think that'll be good enough either, and I don't really want to do more farm stuff around here. Yeah, I don't want everything to be here, because this is spawn already. This is where my main storage is going to be, so I don't want all of my farms being here, because then I can't move around and see other places. But I've been rambling enough. I am looking at my recording, it's been 9 minutes. That's kind of too long for an intro. So I want to make the bone meal farm. That's probably what we'll do first. And then I want to also make a not tunnel bore, you know, one of those TNT mining machines down at Deepslate level for all of our Deepslate for the mountain, because there's no other way to get it apart from mining, and I'm not going to mine it by hand because we can't insta mine it. So that is the plan. So let me, I guess, collect materials for that, and then we will get to building it. So I have everything collected now, all of the materials for this moss farm. It's pretty big, produces a lot of bone meal really quickly, which will be really good for our farm over there, and we'll talk about the farm in a second. But there's already issues with this farm. So occasionally at this farm can the shulker box inside, or the shulker can die inside of here, which is what happened. And it should only happen like once every like 100 hours or something, maybe like more than that, but I got really unlucky, so it died already, which is what the backup system is for. But we have a lot of shulkers already, so we don't really have to put this in just yet, but we do have to replace this eventually because it's already broken because of my luck. And another thing to say, I did use this system for the first time. It's really, really fast, but I'm a bit stupid and I didn't really read I didn't look at the tutorial properly. So I thought this was the fuel input. No, this is the item input for smelting, and this is the fuel input, which I mixed them up. So I had to go through and take everything out by hand, but it works. And also I had to move this up a little bit because the minecarts over here, if I go to free cam, the minecarts here were, okay, I don't know, the minecarts are supposed to be there. Alright, I should move those over, but either way, the minecarts were getting stuck on these stairs here, so I had to move them back, and I just moved the carpet on top. Let me just fix this up real quick, because I don't think these are supposed to be down here. Let me just put these back in their correct positions, block this off, and I should probably put some signs here because knowing me, I'll do the same mistake again. But I put these trapdoors over here, so hopefully I don't. But that is working nicely. We got all of our blocks that we needed. So now onto this moss farm that we will build. This moss farm will pretty much just replace this whole system here, because, well, this is meant to, it's never supposed to actually make enough bone meal to fuel this back up, which I did actually have a really nice amount of bone meal, which I have actually gone through like all of it using the farm earlier, which I had used. I made a little extension to it, but this isn't enough to keep the farm running, obviously, and I don't really want to be sitting over there in the mob farm and AFKing for bones, so we're gonna build a moss farm here. We can probably get rid of this whole section here because of that now. But the moss farm / bone meal farm we will be making is made by Ilmango, another go of Minecraft farms and stuff, and I will of course leave the links to that in the description. So we will build that probably like right here. It's not supposed to be permanent. Same with this farm. This will all probably get removed and replaced with something else. I don't even know if this wood farm will stay in this area. But either way, we'll build the moss farm here, and we'll be able to use the bone meal that it produces on other farms too, not just this wood farm. So I guess it's time to start building. The moss bone meal farm is now finished. Once again, made by Ilmango, which I will leave a link in the description for. This is it. It's pretty big. I could have gone for a smaller design, but I think this is good. It's gonna produce a lot of bone meal for us, so we'll be able to run this constantly, I assume, maybe. I haven't tested these two together. I haven't even turned this one on yet, apart from in a creative world where I was testing this. But everything should be working. If you don't know how moss and bone meal relate to each other and how this makes bone meal, basically, maybe going into free cam is a better idea here. So we have a moss block, and when the moss block is bone mealed, it turns the stone around it into more moss. And this stone is produced from this generator here, and so then the stone gets pushed over, so it replaces this and also breaks any moss blocks that are here, which will then get flushed over here into the hoppers and then composted, turn into bone meal, put back into these these dispensers, which will continue bone mealing this. So yeah, so probably for a good bit we won't actually get bone meal going into the system, because they'll be going into here, but I have put a little bit in each to jumpstart them. So let's turn this on. Great start. It doesn't work. I might need to go check in a creative world why this isn't working, so give me a moment. Alright, I think I figured out the issue. I just need to put a item in here. I'll just put a piece of bone meal in there. Let me drop this into here. And yeah, look at that. If I can fly up. It might be a little bit laggy, but this is how it works. So we won't actually be getting any bone meal into here for the time being, because these need to fill up first. Right, that's the farm working now. Let me just turn this off so I don't lag out everywhere. You might still be able to see the... yeah, there you go. It produces quite a bit of bone meal. And yeah, if we go into here, I put a stack into each of these. If I could not fall, that'd be great. If I can find where this moss thing is as well. This here. Yeah, I put a stack into here. You can see it filled up a little bit. So basically I just have to run this for a little bit to like kind of fill the system up. And then it should be good to go to run with this farm on. We have a little bit of bone meal left in here. Not too much, but there's a little bit left. And hopefully this produces enough to keep this farm running. I think it will, probably. Only thing I'm worried about is possibly overflowing this, because we'll have way more bone meal. But this is why we have so much storage here. So we can store a lot of it, and we can also take extras somewhere else if we need it. That's this done. I can work on this a little bit off camera, just turning this farm on, getting more wood and stuff. This should be working nicely now though. So what is the next project? Well, I want to make a tunnel bore, as I said in the intro, which we will put underground, because we need a bunch of deepslate, which we will then smelt into there to the actual deepslate, not cobble deepslate, and then we will use that for the mountain range. That will go right back there. It's a lot, like a lot of blocks. But I've also seen those a way you can use a wither to mine, which, like, yeah, sure, I could do that. It's probably is faster, but I'll get some extra resources doing it, you know, with the tunnel bore. I've never made a tunnel bore before. I think it's a cool thing to do, and we need ancient debris for it, which gives me an excuse to finally upgrade my stuff, because this stuff it needs to get upgraded to netherite. And we also need more tools eventually, but that's fine. I also want to do some decoration in here because I want there to be some like cakes and bread and stuff on show here. Because I think that's, I mean, it is a bakery. You should be able to see this stuff through the window. That's the whole point of them. So you can look through the window and see all the goods. But I don't really know how to do that yet. Like, I don't have any ideas. But we will do that this episode. Just maybe let's do the tunnel bore first. Get that out of the way. So I guess I need to go ahead and collect a bunch of sand and gunpowder, which shouldn't be an issue. Then we can get to getting some ancient debris to finally upgrade our stuff and build the tunnel bores. Alright, so I've gathered a shulker box of sand and gunpowder. So now I just need to actually craft all of this down into TNT. Which just actually won't be that much, but it's whatever. So let me just take some sand. I'll take some gravel. I can use this new feature that they added, which I don't know why this wasn't added earlier, but you can press space and it does your last used crafting recipe, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this is very little TNT. Let's get some leftover gunpowder I had here. All right, so that's really not that much TNT. Yeah, I need to do a lot more mining if I wanted to get some more, but that's good enough, honestly. Hopefully that gets us our 30 that we need, and hopefully some extra for our gear and stuff. So let's head to the Nether and go find some ancient debris for the first time, because I've never actually done that in this world yet. So let's hop down here and let's find a good spot to go down into. This does not look very nice. Where can we go? I want to go into Basalt Delta. Maybe like here somewhere. Alright, let's mine down. I think we have to go to Y15. And of course the first block I mine into is lava. Alright, so let's mine down here. And of course we got some lava again. Okay. That's really not good. Okay. I would have died if I didn't put the chestplate on. I was literally debating to myself, like, even a few days ago, should I really be bringing my my chestplate around with me? It takes up an extra spot. I was like, nah, I'll probably need it for some situations and I'll be really happy I had it. This was the situation. Sick. What do we do now? How deep is this? It's pretty deep. I'd say let's not mine here. That's probably not a good spot. Let's find somewhere else to dig. Somewhere that actually looks solid underneath, which all of this does not. This may be. Let's just double check in free cam. Yeah, that is just, let's find a different spot again. Maybe here somewhere is fine. Let's go ahead and dig down again. And let me just replace this stuff. You turn that on as well. Alright, we're at Y15. So that's okay. Maybe I should keep this on for now. I don't need an elytra for the time being. Here, a bunch of lava. Okay, no, we're good. So let's dig a massive tunnel here and then fill it in with TNT. So you guys will just probably see the explosion. I'm gonna spend some time placing all this down. Alright, I've used up all of my TNT. Going to free cam. You can see this is all we've done here. If we go all the way back, I made this tunnel a little bit too long. If we go back here, we have a bunch of exploded areas. But we only got 40 ancient debris. Which we, for the tunnel bore, I wanted to do 10 tunnel bores. So technically we need 30. So we only got enough for 2. netherite, which kind of sucks. I was hoping for a little bit more than that, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. So I guess let's head back home and just, yeah, we can't even make netherite yet. We don't have the spinning templates, but I think I would probably use like one on my pickaxe and maybe my shovel or sword or something. I don't know yet. We don't have that much. We might not even make any netherite at all today, just because we didn't really get too much. I was hoping for more, but it's fine. We got just kind of really unlucky with that last tunnel as well, but whatever. Let's just head back home and get rid of all of this junk. Alright, I've unpacked everything. We got 40 ancient debris, which, I mean, I could use this to just make 3 more tunnel bores, but I think 10 is plenty enough, to be honest. So, and we can always take them down and get the ancient debris back and stuff. And also we can later on remove the tunnel bore from down underground and bring it to the nether for more ancient debris if we ever wanted it. But that is enough for now. We can store these 10 just here somewhere, I don't know. And we can take this, if I could stop doing that. We can take this and make ourselves 10 tunnel bores, which I just need to collect some materials, most notably slime, which I don't have a slime farm or anything, so I'm gonna have to go wait for nighttime and collect some stuff. But I need to figure out the material list and all first off. I just knew we needed 3 ancient debris per tunnel bore, so that's where that number comes from. So I guess let's get to work and get the rest of the materials, and I need to find a spot underground to mine. So yeah, let's get the materials. So I forgot to unmute when I was recording this, so I need to voice over this now. So as you can see, I've collected all the materials already. I don't know what else I'm doing here. I'm trying to find a spot to put the way down into where the tunnel bore is going to be, and I think this spot is a good spot since it's our mining area. I made a bubble elevator down and a drop to get down there. I forgot to unmute in the last clip, so you guys will probably get a little voiceover for that, but I've dug quite a bit here. It's clearly not finished, so here's my thought process. I was digging this whole thing down so we could fit all 10 tunnel bores in here. Then I was like, I don't want to dig all of this out, so I'm only gonna do 5. Then I was like, maybe I should do all 10. So then I dug out this little section here. We'll build tunnel bores here so you can mine this all the way down there, and then break that down, then rebuild all of them. So yeah, that's the plan. So I have lit this up a little bit because mobs were spawning down here, but I guess it is time to actually build some of these up. So at least if I mess up, it'll be now instead of when I actually have the whole machine built. So let me build this up, and then we'll try to get this working. Right, so I think I'm finished. All I need to do is that. Maybe I need to double check this up. I think we are ready to go. I've never built one of these before, so I really hope nothing messes up here. But I guess that's... It looks like it is working. That is very nice to see. I was a bit worried that this would go completely wrong, but it looks like everything is working just fine. So I guess I just need to get digging and mine the rest of this out, while of course picking up all the deepslate because I need that. Yeah, it looks like it's working really well. So let me dig the rest of this out and then I will be back. So we made it right to the end here, but I don't know if I'm going to show it in the time lapse or not. I seen this machine was further back than the rest, so I was a bit worried. So I was trying to figure out how to defuse this, so I broke the coral fan, and the TNT exploded. But yeah, I don't know why it's back a little bit. So I was just scared that it's gonna mess up and break, but it doesn't look like anything really broke. Oh yeah, I'm just missing a piece of TNT, which I have to go and craft again. Let's just unattach this from here, and let's just run this to the end. Then we can take this down, and I can dig out the rest on my own. So let me just do that real quick. Alright, I finished mining out this little area here. Got these to the end and just manually dug that because I don't know what's wrong with this machine. But we're taking this all down anyway. Thankfully it only happened here and not at some other point. Still not sure what happened. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. I don't really know. I didn't want to risk it, and I was thinking about it while mining the rest of this. I could have just broke the TNT. Like, that was the way to defuse it, but yeah. So let's look at the results for this little area for now. I know this isn't very accurate, but so we have one shulker box, almost 2 shulker boxes, and I have another one in here. So we got 3 shulker boxes basically, plus like another 2 that I already brought up from mining this by hand. That's already how much I got just from mining this, and I got 3 from this section here. So, and we're gonna multiply this whole thing by 3 pretty much. That's quite a bit of Deepslate that we're gonna have, which is great news. So hopefully this shouldn't take too long. I think I pretty much need a whole double chest full of shulker boxes full of Deepslate for the mountain range, but it's fine. Either way, I need to break this down, then mine it back up again, or break this down, remake it again. Obviously more of them this time though. So let me really quickly, I guess just clear up my inventory and then do that. Alright, so every one of the tunnel bores is now finished, and this looks really cool, but the last thing we have left to do is just this. And that should have primed all of these. So I guess let's test and hope this doesn't destroy everything. Okay, that is really cool. Let's see how much we get from just one pass. Right, so from one click we got almost 4 stacks, which is really good. We gotta watch out for gravel as well. I have a feeling that's what broke the last time. But yeah, this does work. So I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and sit here and get a bunch of Deepslate. But you guys will probably see some other clip. And of course, this tunnel bore design is by Borkon. If that's how you say it, I have no clue. But I followed a tutorial by Shulker Craft. So yeah, I'll leave a link to both of those in the description as well. And yeah, this could be better, but like we could be getting more blocks if I was a bit higher up, but because the Deepslate is, or not Deepslate, bedrock is here, we're not getting as many blocks, but that probably really doesn't matter, especially at this scale. So let me go ahead and continue farming, and you guys will probably see a different clip. So it's been a little while, but I've collected a lot more Deepslate. We now have 9 shulkers full, as well as a little bit here, and then we have a shulker of the normal Deepslate and some more here from when I was mining it by hand, which might seem like a lot, but it's a very small fraction. This is our material list for the mountain, and yeah, we need 170,000 blocks of Deepslate, which is, as it says, just over 98 shulker boxes full of Deepslate. It's not completely accurate, but we're gonna be aiming for something like this anyway. If we get more than we need, oh well, we'll have some left over for any other mountain range projects, whatever. I don't even use sand in the mountain, so this isn't here obviously. Same with like oak leaves. It's all just a little bit messed up, but this is basically what we have to be looking for at the moment. But yeah, it's a lot of Deepslate, but we will get that over time between episodes and just off camera. I will be down there mining more Deepslate. But for now, I want to go back to the bakery because I want to add decorations here. Now for these front ones, or maybe at least just all the shelves, I want it to look like baking because it is a bakery after all. I don't really want, I don't know, a potato or something. So we'll have to figure out a way to do that. But this is what I have for the moment. It's kind of hard to figure out how to make some good looking bakery stuff in here. So I hit this, you're gonna have to really squint for this one, but it kind of looks like bread, chocolate bread maybe. I'm not sure. I'm really just trying to come up with something. Yeah, I don't really know. We have some cakes, which obviously we can't place here, but hopefully our armor stanza will let us. If we show arms and give it the cake, I doubt we will. Yeah, there's not much we can do about that, unfortunately. Can I get this back? And it's gone somewhere. It's gone into there for some reason. Let's get it back out. Alright, so that's going to be a little bit difficult to deal with, because of course we can't just place these. But I guess we can just place one like here. Sure. And this is our wheat stuff. I'm not really sure what to do stuff for all this. Maybe I actually just move these up. I think that's probably the best idea, at least for these front ones. We can have a cake, just so we can actually place that down there, because unfortunately there's no way to actually do this the normal way. But at least for this one, I'm thinking maybe we can like, where'd it go? Genuinely, where'd it go? If we just place another one, I should be able to modify. Can I move this? There we go. And then we kind of have a golden apple cake. I don't know, it's something. Just to kind of make this look a little bit nicer. So we can also just go back to this, modify, we can lock it. So I shouldn't be able to take that out anymore. Alright, so that's the first thing. I don't really know what else to do for the others. For this one, maybe we'll just, I mean, it doesn't really look like baking, but what can you do? So we'll probably just move all of these up, just so at least on the bottom shelf we can have cake. We can, I guess, just have melon there. I know it's not really baking, but maybe it's like a cake that looks like a melon, like how they have in those shows where they make realistic looking cakes. Sure, that works. We do disable gravity and give that. Can lower its scale a little, rotate it, then stand visible, unlock. We got our little chocolate bread. Sure, whatever, that works. Then maybe we can see, I don't really know what to do back here. Maybe we can just try doing something with this. I think that works. It's a bit weird, but I mean, how else would you make a chorus fruit look normal? Yeah, I think that works. It kind of shows off what it's supposed to be. And I don't really know what to do for the rest of these, to be honest. I think I need to get just more items and stuff to just place around here. Alright, I've done a little bit more decorating here. Maybe I should add something else here. But this is what we have right now. We have this for suspicious stew. It kind of looks like a bowl or something with a little liquid or something in. I don't know. Just trying to make something here. I think if it's better than having nothing at least. Then we have the chorus cake. Then on this side, we have golden apple cake. We just have hay bale, chocolate cake. But I mean, there's, yeah, I don't know. Then we have a fish cake. I mean, I'm pretty sure something exists in real life called a fish cake. It's definitely not this, but this could be the version in my world, sure. Then on this side, we have the chicken cake. I don't think this exists in real life, but maybe I'm wrong. Then we have the realistic melon cake. And then we just have another one of these like bowl thingies with copper instead of iron. than a normal cake. Yeah, I tried to make these kind of fit together. Well, like back here we have, or we would have had fish, but I used all the fish I had for this cake. I tried to kind of sort these out in a way that makes sense. These don't make sense. I will probably put something here or put these like somewhere else, maybe back here or something. I don't know. This doesn't really make sense, but it does have a chicken cake beside it, so maybe that makes sense. Then there's a melon here. Nothing here yet. To be honest, I don't know what to even put in here. That's why it's a little bit, I don't know. Everything's a bit weird. This will probably not even be here. This will probably be in a separate like barn thing or something. I don't. But I think it definitely added something to the front of this build. There should definitely be something back there. I'll do that off camera though, because I don't know what else to put there. But yeah, I think that it definitely helped make this look more like a bakery, because there's actually stuff here. I wish we had different types of cake to put here, but what can you do? This is as good as we're gonna get, unless I made custom cakes, which I don't really want to do. And of course I could download a Minecraft skin of like bread, put it on, kill myself, get my head, and place it down. I could do that, but this is meant to be vanilla, which, yeah, I know these armor stand stuff and these mini blocks aren't really, but I think the only mini blocks we're going to be getting will be from the Wandering Trader, and I don't feel it right getting mini blocks from myself from using a skin. We might do that at some point, just maybe to get my head, or I don't know, get a stone version of my head, or maybe a present. I don't really know. But for actual like little blocks like this, we're gonna stick with this. So that was a pretty long episode, but that will actually be it, because, well, it is long. Not much progress was actually done, but there was a lot of talking, and just wanted to come over here because I was replacing the shulker box. So I buttoned up everything so that the shulker doesn't teleport everywhere. But it turns out this building is kind of a bit too small for it. Basically, everything in there is buttoned up, so it shouldn't teleport, but the walls are just out of, or just in range for shulkers to teleport. So they'll teleport out here. And the only way to fix that is to add buttons everywhere, which I don't think I want to do. We're not going to take this down though. Hopefully we just won't have to replace it. It should be fine in here. It's already gone. What? Okay, I'm going to have to do some research about that. I literally just put that in. Well, that's just great. I've also done a little bit more mining, so now we have even more shulkers of cobbled Deepslate. And yeah, and then we also just have, you know, this stuff that we worked on earlier this episode. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna have to do some research about the shulker problem. I don't know why they keep dying or disappearing, or I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm out of render distance. I don't really know. That will be all for today. Why is this zombie here? And I will see you in the next one. Bye.